Child, he's still crying and lying. Let's talk about it. But before we do, y'all please do a girl a favor and hit the like button or subscribe if you haven't. All right, let's get into what we came here for. The mess. So the call opens up with Miss Shirley sounding like her spirits were up. Nesto starts his greeting with, "How your day going today?" And Miss Shirley tells him that it was going well. She asked how was his, and Nesto said that he just got back from courthouse and that it was kind of brutal. He then asked if the lawyer had texted her today, and she said yeah, but didn't get into the logistics of what the text was all about. Miss Shirley asked Nesto what happened in court, and Nesto said that he was confused and that he was willing to go to trial. And Miss Shirley was quite perplexed by that. I guess she thought this would be an open and shut case, child. I don't know. So while he was trying to explain to her what went on, he put on his 12 years a slave act. He was like, he he was like, "Oh, they only had me in there 7 minutes, 8 minutes. They throw me out there so fast." I was like, "Yes, a boss." Child, this man is a real character, I swear. Then he went into how he had to eat without chewing because they starved him all day. I was like, "Oh God." Then Miss Shirley, little empathetic self, was like, "It's okay. Just eat. It's okay." I said, "Baby, he know he got her." Or so he thought. So he did say that the lawyer mentioned something, but Nesto never did say what was mentioned. He just went on and on, talking nonsense. But he did say that the DA isn't willing to work with nobody and that they just want to take people to court just to get them off the docket. So Miss Shirley asked him, did he at least get to talk to his lawyer? And Nesto said, no, they just threw me in a holding room. And child, his whole call was nothing but him whining. I said, somebody get this nickel a bib and a diaper. Dang. He was like, my head hurt. My eyes are bloodshot red. I'm just finna take me a shower and go to bed. And child, all this Negro did was get on the bus, walked in the building, and sat down all day. And the way he complaining, you would think he worked on a railroad today. Now, at the beginning of this call, Miss Shirley's spirits were picked up, like I told y'all. Child, we only 6 minutes and 32 seconds in the call, and honey, she sounded so defeated. He just draining the life out of her today. I'm so glad she threw with this fool. She probably added 10 more years to her life by terminating his contract. Anyway, she tried to give Nesto some encouraging words. She told him to stay strong. She said that he has something that most people don't, which is a strong mind. Yeah, Miss Shirley, I see why your spirits were picked up now. You must have had a few glasses of Merlot or something. Talking about he got a strong mind. Now, Miss Shirley had me confused that she is confused. Child, she said that he's locked up from something that he did 20 years ago. Child, she's gaslighting herself. Lord. Nesto then went on about how he didn't wish he was a black man. And he sure know how to break out that violin for Miss Shirley. Now, every time she was trying to ask him pertinent questions about the case or if he had any evidence, Nesto was talking all around in circles and blaming it on he could only say so much on the phone. And then Miss Shirley started saying her rehearsed lines, saying all we can do is walk by faith and that all she can do is think about Job and all that he had gone through. But she did get to sneak in a question about that G-Wagon. She was like, well, what about my car? They get to keep all that too? Child, I fell out. And Nesto was like, no, I haven't heard nothing else about that. He said he ain't got no paperwork, but he will talk about it with the lawyer tomorrow. They then got into her trip to the White House with her grandkids, and she planned on taking them to Disney World, and that she had big plans for them to see the world. And she ended it with, I'm just so disgusted. But what she really wanted to say was, I'm so disgusted with myself for getting caught up in your shit. Now I don't have no money to do all what I want for them. Go on, Miss Shirley, say it. Release yourself, honey. And then release his ass too. Nesto then started trying to get into Miss Debbie's business. He asked Miss Shirley what was Miss Debbie going to do about her situation. Was she gonna move back to Atlanta or what? And Miss Shirley said she didn't know because Miss Debbie uprooted her life from Chicago to move to Atlanta with that clown. I said, sound familiar? Because Miss Shirley, you went from Cali to Atlanta and yeah. Yeah, honey, you've been around the world with that clown too. So Miss Shirley tried to get into how she had a whole lot of bills and how her money was wiped out. And this fool thought that was funny. And so the call ended with Nesto telling Miss Shirley that he really didn't want to hear nothing that the lawyer had to say. And Miss Shirley set his tail straight. She said, well, the one thing you got to know is he's the only one you have right now and the only one you will have. And she put an emphasis on that will, baby. I said, okay, Miss Shirley, let him know that gravy train has ended and that beggars cannot be choosy, okay? This was a good call, y'all. It was nice to hear Miss Shirley's voice. All right, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Please like, comment, and subscribe.